Good evening, everybody. I am your host, Hoodlum, and I am excited to take you more into our Mao Zedong Takes Over China campaign. Things are going pretty well in our favor. We're starting to see... I really think that opening up our economy was a terrible decision. But in better news, we are actually taking over lots of Japanese territory. We took over the province of Guizhou, which is 9.65 million people, and a few factories, and a few slots. That's mostly what we need right now, are just building slots. And with that, we're going to see our plan to take over old nationalist China go pretty well. I really wish there was a diplomatic way to take over these the naval bases that obviously should not be like Portuguese and French. It's a little bit upsetting that Paradox didn't put in any efforts for that. Yep. We're attacking. I wish there was a terrain map mode as well. I think that would be very helpful. Let's see your states. It's a developed rural, urban, dense urban. Yep. Ooh, what's going on in eastern China? Where? Where are we being invaded navally? Okay, you can't just give me that notification and expect me to know what you're talking about. Here? You invading me here? I have no idea what they're talking about right now. Hello? Okay. This is going to stink. Whatever happens, I know it's gonna hurt. Ooh. I see something going on here. Yep, there's... I think they're invading Fuzhou, if I'm not mistaken. And if not, I feel sorry about that. Hopefully the Soviets will help us if they take over Fuzhou. You can definitely see Japanese are not doing as well as they could have hoped. We're winning most of our fights. Of course, we're losing fights here and there. But as long as we're advancing along the coastline, the Japanese, they're just going to lose out on supplies. And we're having zero supply issues. Let's look over here. I don't know if we can hope for the same. The Russians are not as... they're definitely not as powerful. They're reassigning a lot of troops over towards the Western Front. They're moving along. Hopefully that means we can expect a solid line. I don't expect the Russians to lose in Stalingrad. Or Leningrad at that. Especially because the Germans, they don't have access to these states to widen their front. I assume they'll be able to protect Moscow. But our main focus is obviously to defeat the Japanese. You see, because we're launching attacks, but they're not... Anytime they lose a province, they lose it for good. Ooh. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna have to pull off a ton of troops. Let's see. Deselect. I'll take about 7 troops. And I'll assign them that. Front line. that offensive line and see if they can do that as soon as possible. Alright. Hopefully things go well in that sense. Japan has actually lost more troops than us. The Soviets, of course, losing tons of troops, but, you know, Soviet manpower. Alright. I don't see any lines really forming that will cause us issues. Huh. Alright. Well, things are going pretty well. It's only 1940, so we can expect things to change as the war goes on. Ooh, we're starting to win some defensive battles against the Germans over here. We're definitely holding them back in Romania. Or, I mean, the Soviets are, of course. I think the Soviets just simply have way more troops than the Germans can handle. Of course, that means they are pulling troops away from us, which is not ideal. Alright. Let's look in. Let's see if we can do anything with our army experience here. Looking around, we have a lot of artillery in production. We need a lot more than we currently have, though. Yeah, if we could just have everything right now, that would be amazing. But war does not benefit the patient in this game. This game, it's all about going to war very quickly. Look at these. They're like provincial capitals almost. You got Changsha and Changde. Yeah. Hopefully we can see Fuzhou. I'm gonna have to redo this, aren't I? Yep. Alright. They're all on their way. Ever so slowly. Alright. I don't know if Japan's gonna have the supply lines to maintain the fights that they have in over in these provinces, the Hubei and Hunan provinces in Jiangxi. All I know is it's going to take a lot of time for us to actually be able to win this. This guy looks really smug. Just an observation. He looks extremely smug. Alright. We're winning most of our defenses. Not all of our offenses, per se. Ooh. We're going to be able to take over one of these air bases, which doesn't have any planes, but I mean, it's a thought that counts as far as air bases go. Got some successful assaults going on. I don't know why they're holding off on attacking here. They're at very low strength. Yeah. See, they're at 32% strength. And they can't really reinforce that, so let's just go in and attack them. I see this battle maybe, yeah, lasting just a couple days. Yeah. As soon as this battle is over, change that. We'll support them. Now they're going to experience real losses. Okay. So the Japanese are up to 157,000 losses. They have 92 to 307 divisions. I don't know how we have that terrible of estimation skills. Ugh. And all of this is basically going directly to us. Now, I plan on prolonging this war so that we don't immediately lose all of our territory to, the Soviets trying to puppetize everything. Alright, the Japanese are actually attacking over here. That is not ideal. And they took Vladivostok, which is a pretty important province for the Soviets in the east. It is the highest victory point province in all of Eastern Russia. So I'd assume things are also going terribly over here. Ooh. The Allies are doing well. Or okay, I'd say. There's a lot of Romanian troops. Well, it's July. Oh, it's summer. That explains it. Hopefully winter will slow down the Russian, will slow down the German advance, as it did in real life, but I don't know, I just don't think that's going to happen at this rate. Looking around. Yep. Sergei Gorshkov, or whatever. Yeah, he's not able to really accomplish all that much around here. Yeah. But we are definitely making some real advances in Japanese China. And so I guess the more and more we disable the Japanese forces, the more and more we'll see. Ooh, we have some more military factories. We have just one more. And apparently we need to import some more steel from the Russians. I'm fine giving away civilian factories to Russia because it looks like they're going to be in need of some ports. Ensuring the sovereignty of Romania is going to be really tough. And Germans are doing very, very well. Maybe, just maybe. No, I don't know if that'll actually be too helpful. The Germans are going to see themselves in a very hard to fight war on the western side, though. Yep. Looks like we're making our way through this part right here fairly well, but not so much in this southern front. Looks like we're close to securing that port. I don't know why. Apparently that was a very hard province. They invaded it with their whole one troop. There you go. Everybody just move in. It's very sad. Acting all worried for no reason. Alright. You almost have it. Hey, there we go. We took it. Alright, let's see if we have any way we can reinforce these borders. Huge need for reinforcements. Lots of towed artillery being destroyed, infantry equipment, motorized equipment, everything is just slowly being destroyed. Kahar is apparently a province with enough victory points. I did not realize that was the case. But in true fashion, we're just going to basically barrel our way all the way up towards them. Assembly line production. Flexible line versus production growth. I think we're going to go for production growth. I don't really need flexible lines. I just need to build a lot. Okay, we're going to motion towards our first decryption tech. See if that can help us in any sort of way. Alright, we're moving in. Destroying this poor Japanese troop. Then we'll be right outside of the gates of Cathar, which is somehow one of the most important provinces for the weird Manchukuo or whatever. Somehow. Something I do not understand fully. Alright. We're winning most of our defenses up here. Yes. Now that we're fighting them again, but this time in the last province that they can defend. Yes. Alright, we'll slowly see this move in our favor, I feel. We have 2 units, and then we'll have a third front, which will be very helpful for us. Successful. We're not losing all that much, really, in the grand scheme of things right now. Yeah, just looking about. Things are mostly going in our favor. You know, that sounds really sad when you think about it. Mostly going in our favor. Ooh, Mao is up to level 7 in skill. He's close to level 8 now. Alright. This battle likely won't last too much longer. 95% strength. Yep, 174, 189. There are a ton of Japanese casualties. Then again, there are also a lot of German casualties and Russian casualties. You know, surprise, surprise, the Socialist Republic of Gangchi Click, their very generic looking communist flag, is not all that helpful, believe it or not. They have such a long name that you cannot even see anything about them. Oh, look at, there's the state that they want. You can clearly see that. Armament effort 3. Well, at least they're arming up. So I guess it's not a complete waste of time. Alright, we're moving in. Our manpower is increasing during this war, so that's definitely good. That means their manpower is going down very quickly. Excavation 2. Alright, it's only August, so we can't move that route. 1940, we could start atomic research, but it takes so long. I don't see that directly helping us. We'll get our first fighter, the interwar fighter. I think we need to truly dedicate ourselves towards the efforts, the war effort, and build up some fighters. If we can finally start showing off some air superiority in a few of these provinces, getting in some close air support, I think these battles could go a lot easier. And then eventually we could get some naval bombers and just bomb the hell out of the Japanese Navy. Huh. Looks like most of our assaults are actually going in our favor now. Japan's losing. Soviets are holding on for dear life. I don't understand the oh, Soviets are advancing now too. How about that? I think the fascists completely failed this game. I've never seen the Germans do that bad. in my own game. I've seen it happen in like screenshots on Reddit, but I've never seen it happen that poorly. I mean, they must have just had terrible management, and they started the war a lot sooner than they could actually handle it. And it's really showing up in the outcome of the war. Yep, looks like we're eventually going to be able to secure Beijing and Hebei here. You can see that our monthly recruitable population goes up by 5,000. It's a pretty commanding amount. 374. You can see we're losing a few hundred men a day. Which is obviously not the best, but that's basically how this war should be going. Since the Japanese are experiencing so many losses, I fully do expect them to just crumble. Once we do have them on the run, and they're likely hiding out in Shandong, and they're cornered, I think we're just going to wipe out large amounts of Japanese forces, and there won't be much they can do about it. Yeah, if we can take out this naval port, should not necessarily be prioritizing attacking them through that way. I think we should prioritize provinces like that. The ones that give them supply lines are of the utmost priority. You can see we have a lot of battles. We're just washing them out. Mangkuoku, or Mang over here, is definitely going to fall very quickly. I think I need to edit this line slightly to include some more provinces. There we go. There. See if that changes anything. I'll just reassign everybody to this attack. And let's see if that changes anything up here. Yep. We're still attacking, still doing well. Mang has finally capitulated. Now that is obviously a little bit scary, in the sense that now we have all this territory that we are not prepared to defend. Hopefully the Russians will file in and help us out, but somehow I don't see that happening immediately. Ooh, Vladivostok is pretty close to falling. It's all gonna just take some time. Some time and some effort. Now that we have that, maybe we can move off of our imported steel just a tiny bit. Yeah, just a tiny bit. Like that. Like so. Imported. Yep. Everything's working out. This war with Japan, obviously, as we close up their line against us, the scarier things are going to be for us. Let's see, let's just move over here. Take that province out. Ooh. Now that they're mostly surrounded, I think if we can surround these Japanese troops, we'll have a huge advantage on Japanese, because we'll just be able to decimate them. Yep. And we're right outside of the doors of Beijing, and there's not much they can do about it. Yeah, if we can take these high priority provinces like Beijing, with the 20 victory points, I think we'll see things moving very close into our favor. Let's see. I'm going to go for armor. We do have to eventually get to having tanks. No matter how tough and annoying it might be. We're winning most of our fights down here, which is good. It's good. Definitely not complaining. Integrated support. Hopefully we'll see a large transition. Overwhelming fire. Alright. Hopefully we'll see a lot of attacks change. Yeah, things are going more so in our favor now. Deep breath. Alright, thank you for joining me. Hope you're enjoying these 25-minute episodes. I think I'm going to keep it like this for a while we had this war going. Once again, thank you. I've been your host, Hoodlum, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.